How's it going, guys? My name's TJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuild. So in today's rebuild, we've got the Seattle Seahawks with our next NFC team that we're going to be trying to rebuild today and try to get to a Super Bowl, win it. So we'll see if we can do that. We got 3 seasons to do so. Injuries will be on, just like in the other videos. Of course, just for fun, so not realistic. Well, may not. Maybe some realistic moves, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Either way, it's hard to tell. But if you guys enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below some more video ideas. We got our social down in the description. Going to play us down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilding content. And of course, if you like my content outside of NFL, check my channel for the content for me, TJP. So with that being said, it's time to get on the gameplay. Alright, so we're locked and loaded here with the Seahawks. And, you know, this team I'm expecting to not be very good in our first season. We're going to try to go for a high draft pick. That's the goal. So yeah, anyways, here's the roster we have. I mean, Jamal Adams, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Quandre Diggs, Michael Dixon, Jordan Brooks, Noah Fant, Rashad Penny, Al Woods, Gabe Jackson, Shelby Harris, Sidney Jones, the fourth, Kenny Walker, the third, Poona Ford, Uchenna Nwosu, Will Dissly. I mean, you guys can see there's some solid players on the squad, but there's a bit of a talent discrepancy. I mean, obviously, there's not too many amazing players, but we do have some guys that are pretty good. So, in terms of improving the team, I mean, we can improve it a little bit if we want. Obviously, Drew Lock, my quarterback, we're going to try to draft a quarterback because he's not going to be our quarterback for this video. Right tackle. I mean, if we want to pick up a right tackle, we could pick up Brian Bulaga for like 1 season. I mean, I'm okay with that. Just to fill out the roster and just to improve our right tackle. So I'll probably go with him, or I'd go with Alexander Johnson, mid linebacker. We already have mid linebacker, so we should be okay there. Jason Pierre-Paul, look at that. Now we'll go with Brian Bulaga. So we'll sign him, 1 year, $6.5 million deal, just to add to the right tackle spot. It's not gonna make too big of a difference. I feel like this team is still gonna be really, really bad. But in terms of our draft picks, I feel like we should have a decent amount of draft picks. So this team does not have Russell Wilson anymore. Okay, let's take a look in here. Just want to double check to see what we got. So yeah, we have pick 9, pick 10, 2 seconds. Got a few fits, and then yeah. So we have a decent amount of picks in this upcoming draft. So we're gonna definitely put those to use. Maybe even try to trade for another first round pick. That is a potential possibility, and we just try to rebuild a lot of our team through the draft and get a lot of young guys and just develop them throughout the video, and then also maybe do a couple free agent signings here and there as well. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the plan is, but we're gonna assume it to the midseason. Show you guys the stats. I assume we'd be pretty bad, but I guess we'll find out at the midseason. All right, so I expected this. We're 0-7. I mean, I was not expecting to be good this season. We are literally near the bottom in practically every single way. So this is good. I want a high draft pick. It's totally fine. You know, I was not expecting to be good in this season. Packers are 7-0, okay. How are the Broncos doing? Because we have, obviously, their picks. You know, if they're kind of bad, then that's kind of good for us then. And they are 3-4 right now, which is not amazing, but it's okay, you know. It's another mid-first-round pick, which is good for us. But, yeah, obviously the team is terrible. So, hopefully we continue to lose. We'll probably have the worst record in the league, I would assume. But, take a look at the stats. Yeah, Geno Smith is my starting QB now, not even Drew Lock. I guess he was just so bad, they were like, you know what? We're not even going to play him. Yeah. And Geno Smith, obviously, I mean, not amazing at all. But it's fine, because like I said, we're not trying to win, so it's all good. Rashad Penny, Kenneth Walker. Oh my gosh, this team is one of the worst teams I've ever seen. In a video, for us at least. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Marquise Goodwin, Will Dissly, and got Dwayne Eskridge. Okay, I mean, I'm not expecting much. Like I said, my expectations were not high. I mean, sacks. I mean, there's been a couple guys that got some, you know, allowed some sacks, but Jordan Brooks been pretty good though. 65 tackles. That's nice to see. Darrell Taylor. Okay, we have 3 sacks for him, 2 for Nwosu. Poona Ford's got 2, and then 1 for Shelby Harris. We have a total of 8 sacks on the 8 sacks on the team. And 6 interceptions. Justin Coleman with the only person with 2 on the squad. I got to sneeze. Jason Myers only missed 1 extra point, and then our punting, kick return, punt return. So as you guys saw our rankings, we're bottom in practically everything, which is not a surprise. In terms of total offensive yards, we're at the bottom. Passing, we're at the bottom. Rush, we're bottom 3. Lowest amount of points. Yeah, not very good whatsoever. Our defense, total yards allowed, we're second worst defense in terms of that. In that regard, we've allowed a top 5 in passing. We allow people to run against us, top 3. We've given up the second most points, only behind the Broncos. So yeah, we're obviously not trying to compete here in our first season, right? So I think we can, if we can get another first round pick, that'd be kind of sweet. But we'll see. We'll see if let's see if there's something I could maybe do here to try to get another first round. I wasn't able to trade for the first rounder. It's not a big deal. We went 2-15, so this team was obviously really, really bad. Makes sense. Curious to see where the Broncos ended up finishing, because we have their pick. So they were 8-9. Okay, so we're gonna have like what, pick 13 maybe. We had the worst record in the NFL, so we're gonna get the number 1 overall pick, which we're gonna use to take Bryce Young. And we're just going to roll with that. So, stats-wise, yeah, Geno Smith was pretty bad. Drew Lock wasn't much better. I mean, actually, Geno Smith wasn't, like, too bad. He ended up with 20 TDs and 10 interceptions, 61% completion, but not going to be our starting QB for next season. Kenneth Walker III. It was alright. Rashad Penny. We'll take it. We'll take it. Receiving, Marquise Goodwin, 973. Then DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Those numbers I feel like are going to go up once we get a better QB. And they're going to look even better. 7 TDs, 3 DTs, 5 DTs. And then Noah Fant, Disley. Little tight end combination. Our blocking was pretty bad. Especially Charles Cross. He was... Oh my gosh. He allowed 27 sacks. That is not good whatsoever. Jordan Brooks, 142 tackles, lead the team. Then Jones, the 4th, with 102. Got 5 sacks from Nwosu, 3 from Taylor, 2.5 from Harris. Poona Ford had 2, 1 for Woods. In terms of interceptions, 2 from Brooks, 1 from Amadi, 2 from Amadi, 2 from Coleman, 1 from Jones. Our kicking was not bad, punting, and then kick return, punt return. So yeah, obviously we had like bottom rankings, worst offense in terms of total yards, as you guys saw. Our passing was near the bottom, and our rush was also near the bottom, and we did not score enough either, which is fine. And our defense was obviously not much better as well. Yeah, near the bottom in terms of allowing a lot of yards, and I'm sure we allowed the most points in the league. We did. So, in terms of awards, Josh Allen was the MVP. He seems to win a lot. And then Todd Bowles was the Coach of the Year for the Buccaneers. I'll show you guys the playoff bracket in case you're curious. And then we're going to simulate to the Super Bowl, to see who wins it, and then go from there. So, Cardinals in the Washington Commanders bottom right screen. And, yeah, let's just simulate and see what happens. 57 had the Packers beating the Ravens. Interesting that the Ravens made it. Rodgers won the Super Bowl MVP. And I'm looking at the other players. Breece Hall was the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Devin Lloyd, Defensive Rookie of the Year from the Jets and the Jaguars, respectively. So, on to the offseason, where we got a lot of work to do with this team. So, we're at re-signing players. Honestly, I don't really want most of these people on the squad, but I guess we could just re-sign a couple of these guys. We're going to have a lot of money to play with in free agency. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind keeping, like, Rashad Penny. I guess we'll offer a couple guys contracts and see who we end up keeping. If we don't get to keep any of these guys, it's not a big deal. And we're going to have a decent amount of money in free agency, so we're going to look to upgrade through there as well. Got a few of our guys back. I didn't get Poona Ford back, but that's not a big deal. We're going to have $59 million in cap going to free agency, something like that, along those lines. So it should be pretty exciting stuff. We're going to go to the draft. Actually, we're going to rebuild to the draft, definitely, for sure. Try to maybe make a couple trades to get some more draft picks. But let's see if we can sign in free agency. Once I have some signings, I'll show you guys, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's do our free agency recap. Let's see who ended up picking up. We ended up picking up a few decent players. Nothing too incredible, but we did get Odell Beckham Jr., so that's another receiver that we're going to have on the squad. It's a nice pickup for us. We got David Onyemata, improved the defensive tackle. We got Sean Murphy-Bunting, another cornerback. We needed a cornerback, so that's going to help us there. We also picked up Dwayne Smoot and David Edwards, so I think that's a decent free agency. We still have $60.7 million. I'm going to see if I can can I make a trade now to try to get another first-round pick? Because I might try to do that, because we do have two of them, obviously. We have our first overall pick, which we're going to use to draft Bryce Young. And then I think we have, what was it, pick 14. So we also picked 33, pick 46, 65, 97, 2 fifths and a 6. So I want to see if I can maybe get another first-round pick here. So I'm going to try, and I'll see you guys if I have a trade. All right, I traded one of our fifth-round picks, a second and third next year, for pick number 32, which isn't a great pick, but it's still another first-rounder. And we get a fifth and a sixth-round pick next season, which maybe we could use to flip in a future trade. So I did one other first-rounder, so I got one from the Packers. We'll take it. So now we have 3 first-round picks, and we have a plethora of picks. So I'm liking the team. I'm liking the moves we're making. We're going to try to draft some guys, develop them. So yeah, let's head to the draft. Pick pretty obvious. I'm going to go with Bryce Young. I mean, it just makes the most sense to take him. He's going to be awesome. You guys see his athletic raise look really good. So yeah, he's going to be our starting quarterback for the rest of this video, I'd assume. So welcome to Team Bryce. Take a cornerback here. We're going to go with Eli Ricks out of Alabama as well, since I do need a cornerback. I need a defensive tackle. I need a center, but I guess I can hold off on getting those. We have one more first-round pick, so let's see when to pick it. Maybe just pick like best player available. But yeah, Eli Ricks, welcome to the squad. I'm going to go with Jalen Catalon out of Arkansas. So we're going to take him for the team, free safety. So that's our last first-round pick. So I'm just going to assume that the rest of the draft. And yeah, once I'm done with the draft, I'll show you guys who ended up taking. I'll see you guys at the draft recap, and then we'll go on to the next season. All right, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the people that we took. So we got Siaki Ika, so that's a pretty solid pick for us. We needed a defense tackle, so we got him. He'll be that. We got Marvin Mims, Akeem Dent, Jaleel Billingsley, Will Tatum, and then Daniel Hughes. So I think we had a really good draft. So that's awesome to see from us. So let's advance to the second season and show you guys the roster. We'll go from there. Let's take a look at the roster that we got right now currently. So Jamal Adams, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Odell Beckham Jr., Jordan Brooks, Noah Fant, Quandre Diggs, Michael Dixon, David Onyemata, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Rashad Penny, we got Kenneth Walker III, Gabe Jackson, Dwayne Smoot, Bryce Young, Brian Bulaga, Nwosu, Edwards, Cross. This team has improved. I think we have definitely improved for sure. Got a lot of rookies. They're going to improve. A lot of young guys. The team's has an infusion of youth. We still need a kicker, and I still need a center. I don't think I have any of those, but let's take a look at the improved team. I don't think I have any money, though. I think we're low on money, but center C+. Yeah, I mean, David Edwards and Gabe Jackson. Yeah, and then I guess we have Damian Lewis, who's going to play, and then we have Gabe Jackson, so I guess our center is going to be David Edwards, which I guess isn't awful, but, you know, nothing incredible there. We have Michael Dixon as our kicker right now, but we need an actual kicker. I guess he could be a kicker and a punter, right? It's the same thing. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean. Can we sign a center? Is there any even centers out there? No, we probably have to trade for one, so... what would be a signing there? Let's just take it. Let's sign a kicker, I guess. I don't know. We could sign like a Chris Boswell maybe if I can afford him, which I can. It says we have 18 million cap, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna sign Chris Boswell. I'm gonna try to trade for a center then. So we'll see if I can get a center here, and that'll be our team. I think this is a pretty solid squad. Definitely better than 2-15, that's for sure. All right, I traded 2 first rounds as a second round pick to the Titans. So we got McCoy, set into the Fitz scheme. And I was like, you know what, let's just get Derrick Henry. Might as well. And then we also got Elliott in there as a throw-in for defensive tackle. I probably could even got a better player than him, but we're going all in. That's the squad. That's the squad. So now we have an amazing running back. We got 3 really good running backs, but Derrick Henry's going to be really solid, especially if Bryce Young for some reason can't throw the football. And, of course, we improved our defense a little bit and our line. So I think this team should be good. Definitely better than 2-15. But only to find out simulate. So I'll see you guys at the midseason. All right, so this team's looking a lot better. We're currently sitting at 5-2, which is pretty solid in the NFC West. Not better than the 49ers, who are 5-1, but 5-2 is a good record. We'll take it. Definitely an improvement from our 0-7 last time we were at the midseason. So, yeah, I don't know why the Titans made that trade, but they did. Looking at our ranks, kind of curious. And I'm going to take a look at our stats. Yeah, we look pretty solid. I mean, it looks like we're running the ball a lot. Not really passing the ball much. So Bryce Young maybe didn't really need it if we were just going to trade for Derrick Henry, but it's all good. In terms of the stats here, as you guys can see, I mean, he's been pretty good. Definitely, it's good to have a good quarterback, though. And he is a pretty solid quarterback. 13 TDs, only 1 interception, which is awesome to see. 103.2 passer rating, which is not too bad. Again, we haven't really thrown the ball that much because we've been running with Derrick Henry, who's been kind of insane. 727 rush yards so far, 6 TDs. And then we got Penny, Walker, even Bryce Young's run a few times. So Odell Beckham Jr.'s run. And speaking of Odell Beckham Jr., my leading receiver. Then we got Metcalf, Lockett, Font, and Disley. I mean, yeah, their receiving numbers seem a bit better too. So it's good that we have a better quarterback because if we can't run, you just pass it. And we have a lot of weapons out there. Our blocking is improved for sure. Definitely improved. And Cross is not going to allow 27 sacks, hopefully. Eli Ricks is my leading tackler, which is nice to see, as a rookie. Then we got Brooks with 46. 46 for Adams. Catalan with 43 of his own. And nobody's really sacking a lot. We have a lot of guys that just have 1 sack. And in terms of interceptions, 3 for Adams, 2 for Brooks, 1 for Blair, and 1 for Quandre. Chris Boswell kicking's been pretty solid, and our punting from Dixon, and then kick return. Actually, kick return's been pretty good with between Penny and Mims. They've each got 2 TDs, and then punt return as well. So, cool to see there. Yeah, 9th offense. Definitely an improvement for sure. So top 10 in terms of total yards. Our passing is not even that bad, honestly. I don't think. Was it bad? I don't know. Where was our team? I mean, near the bottom. That makes sense. Our rush, though, is obviously number 1 in the NFL. And we are scoring at a pretty high clip. Defensively as well, I'd say we've been... Where are we? In terms of yards, not great. But we have not allowed a lot of points. So middle. Top half. So not too bad from our defense so far. Obviously, we're sitting at 5-2. So if our offense can just continue to be really good, and we can win games, I'd be happy with that. So you have a young team. We're going to definitely continue to improve. So we're going to simulate once again to the end of the season, show you guys the stats, show you some awards, and hopefully we're in the playoffs. Making the playoffs. Wild card taking on the Commanders. So 10-7, not too bad. Won our conference, which is cool. But obviously not the best team in the NFL. But it's all good. I hope we could beat the Commanders in advance, but knowing the game, we probably won't. Taking a look at the playoff bracket. Let's take a look at it. Can I sign free agents? I'm pretty sure I could if I really wanted to. We're in the bottom right corner. But we do have we only have 52 people, so I think I can actually manage roster, free agent. I could literally sign somebody. Like, who would I want to sign though? I don't know. We're not gonna sign anybody, but if I really wanted to, I could. Anyways, statistically speaking, Bryce Young, not terrible. 39-58, 29 TDs, 10 interceptions, 64% completion percentage, 97% passer rating. Not amazing, but we'll take it. Rushing, Derrick Henry was really good, obviously. Makes sense. Over 1,800 rush yards, 18 TDs, 9 from Penny. Obviously didn't have as many attempts or yards per carry, but and then Bryce Young, yes, he had a decent amount of runs as well. Which is cool to see. Then Walker. Odell Beckham had over 1,000 reception yards. So he was a nice pickup, 7 TDs. Then DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett, Noah Fant, Will Disley. Okay. Not too bad. In terms of blocking, improved for sure. Definitely better than it was last season. So that's good to see. Our defense, 109 tackles for Brooks leading the team. Then we had Adams and Ricks, 97. Then 93, 91. Okay, we had a lot of guys with 90 and plus. That's cool to see. 5.5 sacks for Smoot, 4 for Harris, 2.5 for Nwosu, 2 for Brooks, 2 for Taylor, 2 for Ika. Dent had 2 for Onyemata. Okay. 5 interceptions from Jamal Adams. That's great to see. Diggs had 3 of his own, 2 from Brooks. Murphy Bunting had 2, and then 1 from Blair. Kicking, punting, then we had kick return and punt return. So good stuff there. Honestly, the team is definitely pretty good. Our offense was 15th. In terms of total yards, offensive yards. And, yeah, obviously our passing was not amazing, but we had the second best rush by 6 yards because Jonathan Taylor was probably just slightly better. In terms of defense, we were... bottom 3 in terms of total yards. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We actually allowed a decent amount of points, too. So our defense kind of took a hit in the second half. Okay, interesting to see there. Still won 10-7, though, so I'll take it. Joe Burrow was the MVP, and then we had Matt Rule, Coach of the Year. So, all right. So we're taking on the Commanders. I'm assuming maybe we could beat them. It'll be a tough matchup for sure. The only way we find is to simulate, so I guess let's see if we can beat them. All right, so we ended up beating the Commanders, and we're in the division playoff, taking on the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. Let's see if we can beat them. Hopefully we can. If we can't, then we got next season, but I'd like to beat them. Hopefully we can. Let's see. No, we didn't beat them. Lost 30-24, so... but I have confidence in this team. I mean, we have another season. Got to divisional playoff. I think maybe we could somehow, if we can somehow get good and we have all the players that we need, like a lot of our core guys, which I think we do. I think we have a lot of our guys under contract. Maybe try to make a couple trades, a couple improvements. I think this team seems to be prepped to make a big run in our third and final season, but only time will tell. Let's advance to the offseason, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then look at the awards. Losing to the eventual Super Bowl champs, the Dallas Cowboys. Anthony Barr was the Super Bowl MVP. Will Levis was the offensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year was Jalen Carter, the Dolphins. So fair play to them. All right, let's go to the off season. I'll see you guys once I am at the off season. Re-sign players. 41 million. So there's a few guys we definitely want to keep here. Obviously, Derrick Henry being one of them. Honestly, not too many other guys here. I mean, I'd like to also keep maybe Nwosu. Jackson would mind keeping Noah Fant, but he might test. Chris Bosso, I guess he's kind of replaceable. But yeah, Derrick Henry we got to keep. So I don't care. I'll overpay. There you go. Please sign. And we signed him. Okay. I'm going to try to fill out the roster with some other signings here, see if we can end up getting. See if we have a little bit of cap, maybe make some moves, maybe make a trade or two. But, yeah, I'll see you guys once I'm re-signing. All right, so I couldn't re-sign a couple of these guys here, Nwosu and Jackson. Then a few of these other guys here, I guess we could maybe re-sign Lewis. I didn't really offer him a contract, but if I give him like a $1.51 million a year, maybe we can keep him as a secondary guard, and yeah, we do. I think that's it for re-signing my players. We're going to have about like $14 million or something in cap, maybe a little more, a little less, $13.7 million. That's fine. Maybe we try to add a couple players and maybe make a trade or two. And yeah, so you can end up signing for the squad and trying to make this team better. Plus, we're going to improve a lot because we have a lot of young guys. Traded the third, fourth, fifth round pick to the Broncos for Quinn Miners, so he's going to be our new right guard. Fits the scheme. Maybe a little bit of an overpay, but I'm not going to use those draft picks regardless. 2 sixth and a 7th round pick to the Dolphins for Good. He's not very good, but like I just need to just in case I need like some depth at the left outside linebacker position. So not a huge deal there, but we'll take it. Cap free agency, it wasn't a huge one since we just didn't have a lot of money, but I did re-sign Nwosu, and then we got Yatir Gross-Matos for our right end. Fits the scheme, decent player, so not too bad. And we just have a lot of youngins, so just hopefully they improve, and yeah, I guess we have the draft few guys to add to the squad. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the start of third and final season, I guess. All right, so third and final season. This is our roster that we're going with currently right now. So we got Derrick Henry, we've got DK Metcalf, Jamal Adams, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Brooks, Quandre Diggs, Noah Fant, Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Dixon, Bryce Young, Eric McCoy, Quinn Miners, Rashad Penny, Kenneth Walker III, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Chris Boswell, David Onyemata, Charles Cross, David Edwards, Dwayne Smoot, Nwosu, Mims, Gross Matos, Ricks, Bulaga. I mean, there's definitely some talent on this team for sure. Obviously, it was good enough to get to the divisional playoff game. Is it good enough to maybe improve throughout the season and make another leap forward? That remains to be seen. In terms of the depth, let's take a look at where maybe we could potentially make some improvements. It seems like we're okay in the most part. I mean, maybe a right outside linebacker. Malik Reed. If I can afford him, I'll pick him up. And I can. So we're going to pick him up. That's kind of like putting a Band-Aid on, which is cool. So, slight improvement there. Doesn't really fit the scheme, but it'll do. And, yeah, if I need to make a trade the midseason, I definitely will. I'm kind of curious to see what we've got going on in terms of the cap room. $2.07 million, so definitely going to make a move at the midseason. And we do have picks in 2026 to use to try to make a couple of trades, maybe one or two. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the midseason, where hopefully this team is pretty solid. So this team is currently sitting at 3-4. Oof. Okay. That's not very good. It's not bad, but it's not great. I mean, at least the 49ers are 4-3, so we could definitely turn it around and maybe slip in. But 3-4, not that great. Not that great. So we gotta take a look at the stats, see what's going on over here. So in terms of stats, Bryce Young, oh my goodness, he's just not passing the ball a lot. I mean, he's got a good passer rating, really good passer rating, and good completion percentage. 10 TDs, 2 interceptions. Not bad. Just doesn't throw the ball a lot because we run a lot. So Skylar Thompson has also played a fair bit amount for whatever reason. I guess, yeah. Bryce Young missed. Wait, why does he play 2 games? I don't know. Maybe he got hurt, took him out. I don't freaking know. Maybe we're getting blown out. Either way, Derrick Henry doing a decent job rushing again. Same to Kenneth Walker III. Then Penny has now become my third string running back. Okay. Odell Beckham, my leading receiver. Then Lockett, Metcalf, Fant, Melton. Mims is up here as well. Pretty solid. I'll take it. Blocking is not too bad. Not too shabby. Defensively, Jamal Adams, Jordan Brooks, Marquise Blair. Getting my team in tackles. We got 5 sacks from Siaki Ika. 4 from Smoot. 2 from Reed. So, yeah, that's looking good there. 3 interceptions of the team between Reed, Eli, and Jalen. Kicking's not too bad. Punting, and then we got kick return and punt return. So, yeah, our offense, I feel like, is near the middle, which it is, 14th. Our passing is probably... actually, our passing is not too bad. It's in the middle. And our rush is top half of the league, top third of the league, really. It's not too bad. Defensively, in terms of total yards, I feel like we've given up a little too much in terms of that. We're in the bottom half of the league. Maybe try to trade for like somebody that can play a little bit defense. So I'll probably look to try to make a move there. This gets to our rush defense is pretty solid though. So points allowed. I don't know where we are in that category, but it's not bad. Let's see if we can make a couple improvements. We have our trades, so I'm gonna see if I can make a trade or two. See if we can get some more weapons on the squad. But yeah, 3-4. I think we could. I think we'll flip it around in the second half of the season, though. That's for sure. Pick and Lucas for Hobbs and Jones from the Raiders. So we got a cornerback, needed that, and we also get another right outside linebacker. Jones fits the scheme. Could be a mentor for the other linebackers on the squad. Traded for Freeland from the Bills for a first, third, and Boyd Mafe. Don't really need him, so yeah, Freeland, improve our right tackle. That's the last move to make with this squad. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Bryce Young's going to be missing the next couple games because he's hurt, so hopefully we get him back after the bye. Well, it's a rematch of the wild card playoff game from last year. We're taking on the Washington Commanders. We went 9-8, so we ended up making the playoffs, second straight season. We're in the bottom right corner, taking on the Commanders. Hopefully we can beat them again, advance to the divisional game once again. So yeah, 9-8, not too bad, not too great, but we'll take it. As you guys see our team rankings there. So yeah, 9-8. Bengals are 15-2, 14 from the Falcons. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. So hopefully we can advance. Really no terrible teams. I mean, Jets were 4-13, but that was the worst team. So let's see the stats. So Bryce Young, again, just didn't really pass the ball that much because we just run the ball a lot, but only threw 4 interceptions, threw 24 TDs. Good numbers from him. Even Skylar Thompson was actually pretty good when he ended up playing, so that's nice to see. So Derrick Henry had a great season, 16 TDs. Kenneth Walker had 10 of his own, so 26 rush TDs between those two guys. That's good to see. DK Metcalf, Odell Beckham, Tyler Lockett, Noah Fant all had above 800 receiving yards. So that's good. That's not bad. 9 TDs, 6 TDs, 2 TDs, 8 TDs respectively for the guys. Our blocking was good. It's good to see 8 sacks to the most allowed. Not too bad there. Brooks with 120 tackles. Murphy Bunting with 102. 94 from Adams. Jones had 92. 91 from Hobbs. Don't know how much Jones played with us, but he had 9 sacks. 6 sacks from Micah. Smoot had 6. 4.5 from Onyemata. Gross Matos for 3.5. 3 from Brooks. Okay. And as a team, we had about 9 interceptions between these 6 players right here. So that's good to see. Boswell kicking. Okay. Not too bad. And then we had our punting, kick return. Mims had a touchdown, and then punt return. So I feel like our offense was 21st, which is bottom half of the league. Our passing was near the bottom. Our rush was near the top. And we scored 29 points a game, which is, like, not terrible. So we'll take that. Defensively, where did we stack up in terms of total yards? Middle of the road. Our rush defense was pretty good. Our passing defense was about It was 450 points allowed. That's about middle-ish, top half of the middle. So not too bad of a season from us. In terms of yearly awards, Josh Allen MVP, Zach Taylor Coach of the Year. All right. So let's head on to the playoff game, see if we can beat the Commanders and advance the divisional championship. All right, so once again, we beat the Commanders, and we're rematching the Cowboys, which is kind of interesting. So can we get our revenge this time around and go to the NFC conference game? Let's find out. And we do. We beat the Cowboys, and we are in the NFC championship game. And we're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who went 14-3. They are the home team. They have a better team. I mean, obviously, they were 14-3, so if we beat them, though, we are in the Super Bowl. So can we beat them? Let's find out. And we don't. We lost by 3! Oh, God, of course. It's always like by 3 or by 7. That's annoying. Well, put up a solid effort. Couldn't get to the Super Bowl. Let's just see who wins the Super Bowl and then close out the video. Gosh. And the Chiefs ended up beating the Falcons. That would have been us. We would have won the Super Bowl. We would have beaten the Chiefs. I don't know. Maybe not. But either way, L'Jarius Sneed was the Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Welch, Offensive Rookie of the Year from the Texans. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Andrew Rush, right in from the Bears. And you guys see the rest of the awards on the side. Joe Mixon, Nick Bosa, yada, yada, yada. So, got to the NFC Championship. Lost by 3. We were 3 points away from going to the Super Bowl to face on the Chiefs. But what are you going to do? Linear progression, though, says that we would definitely be a contender in the next... I mean, we are a contender, but we'd probably be good in the next few seasons, assuming we can keep the team together. But I guess with that being said, though, let's go to the post and close out this video. Alright, guys, well, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below some more video ideas. We got our social down in the description, playlist down below for other Madden NFL 23 franchise rebuilding content. And check out my channel if I can't be TJP. And, yeah, we got our next AFC team. Kind of forgot who it was off the top of my head. But either way, you guys will see that when it comes out. So close, but yet so far. But this was a fun one, though. I enjoyed the video. And I guess that being said, take care. Have a great night. See you soon, and peace.